Hi and hello, Let's Play fans. It's your old pal Berg787 back with a brand new series, and this time we are going to be playing a game which I've been meaning to play, or do a series for at least, ever since I started the channel back in February of this year. I think it was February, March of this year. And yeah, it is, as you can see, Crusader Kings II. It's a game that I've played a bit offline. I know the basics of the game. I know how to play the game. But this series is by no means going to be me reinventing the wheel or showing you anything crazy or something like that. It is literally going to be a noob like myself, sort of throwing myself into a proper single-player game and seeing how I do, and let's hopefully have a few laughs and a few tears and a few bits of fun along the way. That's at least the point. And as I said, I've been meaning to do it for a while, and I've just been putting it off. I've been kind of like, oh, I don't think I'm good enough, oh, I don't know how well it's going to pan out. But you know what? Forget that. Forget that. Who cares how good I am? I mean, it's just playing a game, right? I'm not like winning an award for it. I'm not saving the world. It's just me playing, so what's the big deal, right? There we go. Now, we'll go and hit single player. There we go. We will start off. I'll talk a little bit more about what I want to do in a second. So we're going to go early Middle Ages. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. We're not going to play as any of these characters. What I am going to do, after doing a bit of research online, reading a bit on the net, as it were, the old intranet, I discovered that this place over here, the Green Emerald Isle of Ireland, is referred to as Noob Island. And as I am a bit of a noob at the game, as I said, I know how to play the game, but I wouldn't say that I know all the nuances and all the the delicate touches here or there, So it's going to be quite like I don't know, trying to hammer in a nail with a boulder. Let's just say this experience. But anyway, so the idea is I'm going to start off here on Noob Island. I don't have Sunset Invasion turned on, which has been recommended not to, because I don't really be getting invaded at some stage by Aztecs. So basically, we're going to try and play. We're going to start off as a count here in Ireland, and I'm going to pick Desmond. Let's just say that it's easier to pronounce. I'm going to mispronounce pretty much all of these, but anyway, in Desmond, and we're going to be playing as Chief Fergal of Desmond. There we go. So if we hit on him, wow, is that a bit loud? It sounded incredibly loud. Can I? Is there a way? Well, I'll have to start the game. I'm trying to hit the escape button to go to the options, but that seemed awfully loud. Anyway, so we're going to be playing as Chief Fergal, and I guess the idea of the game is going to be to move on, sow our seed, have marriages, have kids, and eventually, hopefully, take over the All of Ireland, and then hopefully take over Scotland and the rest of the British Isles. And then we'll see where we go. But that's kind of the goal of the game. If we do it, how we do it, how long it takes us, and then whether we want to continue from there, we shall see. But I guess number one goal will be to become King of Ireland. So we'll take it from there. As I said, we are going to be playing as old Fergal. There he is. Nice looking chap. We've got Iron Man enabled, so let's just hit play. Again, I don't know if that's incredibly loud. That was a previous save that I was just testing out the sound, but I don't think the sound test has been quite worked out the way I thought. Anyway, we'll go to initializing game and adapting history. I'm not quite sure what history they're looking to adapt, but there we go. And yeah, so as I said, we're going to start out here. Hopefully bring all of this into our sphere of influence, be king of all that. Maybe not us, probably not Chief Fergal in all fairness. This I think is new. I don't think this was here before. I've been on holiday for a couple of weeks since I last played, so yeah, okay, yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Okay, next. Irish culture effects. Yeah, this is definitely new. This has been here before I started the male rulers can take up to 3 concubines, eh? That's pretty good. Alright, well anyway, whatever. It doesn't mean an awful lot to me. Let me just go and jiggle around with the audio for a second. Let's turn that master volume down a bit. That sounds a little bit better. Right, okay. So, first things first. We've got a bit of a cowl on our head. We didn't have that before. Probably hiding our bald head. Fergal's probably got a little bit of an issue with that. But anyway, CK2 is a game of characters, I believe. So what we want to do, first off, is we click on our character. He's not particularly great. He's not awful, I suppose. Could be worse. But I'm not a big fan of that 2 Marshall anyway score. But we'll see how that goes. We do have a son, Selback, who is also pretty crap, but does have a pretty handsome moustache going on there and some very unkept hair. Anyway, whatever relations we have. No vassals, no nothing. Well, he doesn't. Let's just click on ourselves. We do have a vassal. We have the Bishop of Culane. This guy, Talan. Yeah, alright, good stuff. Anyway, let's just go back to our character. So, first thing I guess would be to choose a ambition. What are we going to do? We can choose to amass wealth, become a paragon of virtue, get married, or become a king of Ireland. I guess we're going to get married. That seems like the easiest one to do. So yes, Fergal desires to get married. Ruler unmarried, heir unmarried, pick character focus. We will pick character focus in a second. Let's go and sort out a marriage for our chappie. Alright, we don't click there. Where do we click for marriage? Here. There we go. Told you I know what I'm doing. So these are the available people for us to marry. Okay, well, I've been told that having intrigue isn't a bad thing to have, or learning for your wife. Don't particularly have many good things. We have some of these nice traits as well. Some sort of... no, we don't particularly have a great bunch to choose from, which kind of sucks. But alright, never mind. I don't quite like this diplomacy of 0. She's quite young though. Alright, I guess we'll try and find someone who's fairly balanced. This lady here, courtier in Vizcaya. She's Basque. That's kind of... she's elusive shadow. Alright, interesting. Charitable. Not bad. Wrath. Okay. Kind. Craven. Alright, not a big fan of that craven trait. Proud, diligent, temperate, craven again. Alright. Well, I suppose we don't have an awful lot to choose from, which kind of sucks. Is there another way to do this? I'm sure that there's another way to do this. Hold on. No, it's not like that, though. Is there a way to search all characters? So this is where I need someone playing along with me. Here we go. Find characters. That's what I was looking for. So, if we search for women, maybe we can find someone better. Not in prison. Certainly not married. Religion. My religion group would probably help. Culture. Any culture, I suppose. They're my religion group. Adult. Yes. Great house. Any. Is that who it's brought up? Is that literally it? Alright, okay. She's already in my house. My religion? That doesn't change much either. Oh, it's because I'm searching realm. Duh! Okay, that would be why. Alright, okay, this has opened up a little bit better. What the hell is this? A gardener? Alright, interesting. I swear that's new as well. I don't remember seeing a gardener there before. I might be completely wrong. But anyway, what we actually want are some of these... Let me see if I can find one. Genetic traits, yeah. Like, not hunchback. Obviously the opposite to hunchback. Something slightly better. Is there a quicker way? Aha, oh, hello. Quick, that's a pretty good one. She's greedy, cruel, shy, and arbitrary. But she is quick, which is kind of a good thing. Does make her a lot better, and she's a pretty good, whatever this is, intrigue person. There we go. What other ones are there? Is there anyone else? We'll have to keep a note of her. Attractive. Alright, well, that's kind of beneficial, but there's other beneficial things. Quick again. Actually, she's pretty good. She's only a courtier, but who cares? I don't like that learning, though. She was a bit better at learning. Got to pick our wife. I know I'm taking my time picking a wife, but it's an important decision picking a wife. I like this gardener thing again. I swear I don't remember seeing that before. Where is all these physical traits? Genetic traits. Game master. I'm a game master. Almost sounding like I said a game master. I'm not a game master. Just a game master. Okay, we don't seem to be finding any more physical traits. Or genetic traits, or whatever they're called. Unless I'm just completely missing them. Here we go. Strong! We want a strong wife. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we get a pretty good... I mean, I might not even be able to marry these people. You know what? I'm just... Arrange marriage. Alright, at least we can. It'd be a bit rubbish if we couldn't actually marry them. I'm spending like 5 minutes here, or 10 minutes trying to find a wife. But it's an important decision. I'm sure there's a quicker way to search for this shit. You know what? What if I type in kind? Okay, so it does find kind. Oh, alright, okay. I could have just done that from the start. So quick, for example. It's only this bird. Who is alright. But I wish her learning skill was better. Isn't there another one that's like a genius? Yes. Alright, we have no geniuses. Alright. Well, I suppose this lady, how the hell do you pronounce her name? Auruten. She seems pretty decent. Alright, let's try and arrange a marriage to her. Ourselves. How do we click ourselves? Arrange marriage. Oh, there we go. You do that. That's fine. Who is this chap anyway? Count or whoever. Doesn't matter. He's going to be our relative pretty soon. So there we go. Only took us 10 minutes, but we found ourselves a wife, hopefully. Our heir is unmarried. Kind of not a big fan of him, got to be said. But I guess we'll find out what we can do. Likewise, I suppose we could go through that whole Lollapalooza to find another wife for him, but that seems like an awfully long-winded way of doing it. Let's just take this girl here. She seems pretty well-rounded. We'll marry her to our heir. To Selbach. There we go. Bam. So that's that done. Now we have to pick a character focus. So let's just go back to us again. Our martial score is so terrible. Could keep us alive a bit longer. Actually might not be the worst thing in the world. Just to stop that dumb son of ours from taking over. I don't know. Or we could go for seduction, sex appeal, fertility. Yeah, we need more children. Not a big fan of this idiot. So let's go with seduction and sex appeal. Yeah, there we go. Kind of like the look of that. Gives us more fertility. Wonderful. Alright, so we've kind of done these things. Let's unpause the game, shall we? And bump up the speed. Maybe that's a bit too fast. Or maybe it's not. We'll go at that speed. I can always hit the pause button, can't I? No big deals there. Ah! Loads of stuff going on. Alright, Chief Fergal has fulfilled an ambition of getting married. Excellent. Aulrican of Chief Fergal got married. We can collect royal aid duty to pay for the ceremony. We can gain 10 gold or gain 13 prestige. How much gold do we have? Not masses, but not little either. But I'll rather gain the prestige. Let's try and gain some prestige back. There we go. Cool. Thanks. Excellent. So we got married. Diligent Chief Fergal, and that's our son as well who's got married. Excellent. Good stuff. So we can pick another ambition. What have we got? Have a daughter. I'd kind of prefer to have a son, because I don't recognise Selbach as my son, but there you go. Well, you know what else I haven't done? I haven't picked my council yet. Actually, that's a good point. But we'll click have a daughter, because it seems like something we can get sorted fairly quickly. She's arrived at our court. We can get rid of that. So have you. Alright, cool. Let's see. We're at 12. Not bad. Not bad. Could be worse. We don't really have anyone better to be our diplomacy dude. To be our chancellor. Our marshal. Yeah, no one better. Steward. Probably no one better. Yeah, these are the only two chumps that we've got. Can we get a better spy master? I suppose I could put my wife there. I have to have a little look at this. And court chaplain. Alright, no probs. No probs. Now there's a way. I just can't remember. Oh, this reminds me as well. At the moment we've got, what is this? Elective gravel kind. Oh, we can put this in, so it is we can choose who we want as our next king. I kind of prefer to be able to choose who we want, because that means we don't have to have this imbecile. Alright, let's hit that. Good times. I suppose he's our only nomination at the moment. We'll leave him be. Also, I can never remember what to do with these. Can change one of these every 5 years or something like that, isn't it? From what I remember. Well, we'll come back to that. Not technology. Where did I want to go to? Is it intrigue? Yeah, that's right. I want to invite... we'll invite a couple of holy men. We're going to lose some piety, but we've got plenty of piety to lose. 2, 3. There we go. And we'll invite a noble. Hopefully we'll get some better people. We'll lose some gold, but... There we go. Let's just spunk 10 gold. Super. Could have done this present a debutante thing as well, but I think we're alright. Alright, do these guys straight away appear? Yeah, they do. Alright, okay, excellent. Do we have someone who's actually a better diplomat? No. Not really. We don't have anyone who's a better marshal. We do have someone who's a much better steward, though. Who's this guy? Tag! Alright, cool. Well, he's definitely getting the job as steward. That guy's awesome. Sorry, old Art McGull, whatever your name is. Where have I gone? Alright, get lost, because Tagged is taking over. Cool. Spy Master. Not really enough that it's worth pissing someone off by appointing you. It's only 2 difference. I can live with that. And Chaplain. Ooh! He's alright. It's pretty good. He's a mystic. Everyone likes a bit of mystic scholarly theologian. Alright, yeah, cool. Alright, get lost, Court Chaplain. Did I actually click on you? No, we don't want to change our spy master. If we go to a point, going to appoint this guy, Fothad. Good times, alright. Now, let's get these guys into doing something so we can improve diplomatic relations. Fabricate claim is probably what I want to do. Sow dissent. Do we actually have any claims? I think there's a way to do this where I just click like E. If I click there, no, E. There we go. So we don't actually have any claims from what I think. Yeah, if you just click on different counties, this shows who's got claims, I think. I think that's how it works. But anyway, we don't actually have a claim on anyone. I think. Someone can enlighten me if I am incorrect, but I think I'm correct on that one. Right, let's go fabricate a claim. Oh shit, who do I want to fabricate a claim on? You know what, I should probably look to see which one of these two. How do I unclick that E? How do I get rid of it? Ah, there we go. Right, okay, so we could go and try and fight this guy, the chief of Tuad Humin, Maldoon, who has 324 men, not a lot. But I think it's more than us, so we can try and go to war with this guy. Although he does have a vassal. Oh no, that's his bishop, that doesn't really count. He doesn't have any allies. What about this chump? Does he have any allies? No. Alright, well... How do we go and check? I know there's a way to check... De jure duchies? That's right. So that is the Duchy of Munster, so we need 65, I think it's like 66% of it or something like that to be able to form it. So if we take one of these, then we've got it. Alright, we'll set our Chancellor to go and fabricate a claim here. It's going to take him ages to do so, but he can do that. Our Marshal train troops. Organize raid. Suppress revolts. No, let's just train troops, shall we? We can do that. Our Steward, settle a tribe. No, we don't need that. Overseas construction, don't care about that. Build legend, then we might get some warriors. Alright, we'll do that. Good times. Spy master. You're not particularly great at anything, it must be said, with your 10. We'll have to wait until we get someone better. But for now, I suppose it wouldn't be a terrible idea for you to scheme and maybe save me from some plots if you can do so. And our court chaplain, proselytize. Yeah, don't need to do that. Improve religious relations. We could go and do that, or we could build zeal. Let me just check to see how the lie of the land is with my... How do I check that? There we go. So this guy's actually given me money. Right, because he likes me more than he likes the Pope. That's pretty awesome. Don't often see that happen. Good times, Talan. I'll have to invite you around for some grog. Or whatever the fuck they drink out here in 769. I'm presuming some sort of alcoholic beverage was around back then. But anyway, good times. I am going to just make sure that we keep that going though. So let's just improve religious relations a little bit more. Because there's a little fine line. I don't want to piss him off and he starts to moan. We have to nominate a successor. So we can nominate any of these guys. They're all in my bloodline, are they? Oh, he's my grandson. I didn't even realise I had a grandson. Naive appeaser. Wrath. Chaste. Alright, that's a bit shit. I suppose in some ways he is better than his old man. What about some sort of relatives here? Who's this? He's of my dynasty. They're all pretty shit as well. Oh well. We'll stick with Selbach, I suppose, for the time being. And let's unpause. See what happens. Ooh, got loads of stuff here. Chief Oregon of Desmond claims that she would be a better spy master than Selbach. This is my wife. You probably would be a better spy master than Selbach, but I'm not letting you do that. Because you're not that much better. And plus, don't I lose her bonuses that I get to my realm? I'm pretty sure if I put her as spy master, I'll lose these. Like the +6 that I'm getting from her anyway. And like the +7 I get there. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Might be wrong. I'm going to record a couple of episodes in a row, so any comments that I do get for this, I'm not going to be able to enact them straight away, but you know, it's still worthwhile telling me if I'm misinterpreting that, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. What should we say? Give Selbach a chance? Or I rule the chieftain. I lose 10%. No, I don't want to do that. Just give Selbach a chance. What's your problem? I know he's not your son. It's my son, but... You know, he's alright. Selbach's a good guy. No need to be mean to him. Anyway. Let's keep on keeping on. Is there anything we can do in the meantime? Is there like stuff that we can go and do? I don't see this faction shit. Intrigue. We can't adopt feudalism. Because we need all of that stuff with X. Oh, fate smiles upon me. My wife is pregnant. Excellent. Good stuff. Gain 5 prestige. What's this? A message about arranged marriage. Hold on one second. To the magnificent Chief Fogo, peace be with you. We propose that Elpin Map Uroid marry... Who the fuck are these people? Alright, she's some courtier in my realm. Okay. And who are you? Some sort of Scottish dude, right? I can decline or I can accept. No. Decline. I'm not just sending off my courtiers. For what reason? I don't get anything out of that. And that's the way I rule. If I don't get anything, then fuck you. Be gone. Anyway, you interrupted me from doing what I was doing. I could hold a summer fair. I lose 25 gold, but I gain more monthly prestige. I don't see the point in that. And I got a grandson. Oh no, my beloved grandson Dunlag is concerned that he's still not married. Is he? Alright, okay. Alright, I'll find him some sort of wife. Buy indulgences for my sin. I don't want to do that. Can't I go on like a... I guess I can't. As promised, Chief has become spy master. I promised Chief Desmond that she has a chance. I didn't promise her that. I said give the other person a chance. Man. I suppose we can work out now to see if that is the case. Let's go and have a little look. Where's my ruler? Oh yeah, that's it, how I click on it. So let's see if all these drop. Alright, you can be my spy master. Alright, so all the other things didn't drop. I still got my spouse thing. Alright, that's pretty cool. And the Pope has died. Alright, interesting. Well, let's go back to our council then. Sorry, son. Was it son? This is the grandson. Yeah, I think it was my son who was the spy master. I don't particularly like you, but there you go. Alright. Scheme. Better do some scheming. Well, on pause. See what happens. Need more kids. That's the thing. These early days, not a lot going on. Got some cardinal, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Fothad is no longer court chaplain. Is he dead? Why not? Oh, he died? Oh man, he was awesome. He had like 18. Look how good he was. Man. People die. What'd you die of? Poor health? Why didn't God save you? God damn it. Alright, who's the next best dude? Oh man, we got to appoint this guy again? What's this thing? Trusting. I suppose we don't really have a choice. And he's my vassal. He was paying me money. I suppose he shouldn't piss him off even more. I don't really want to appoint him back. Because if I appoint him back, then I'm just going to fire him at some stage. You know what? I don't need a chaplain. Well, not that chaplain anyway. I'm going to go and invite some holy men here. Holy man. Holy man. There you are. Okay. There we go. We'll invite 3 holy men. Let's see if that makes things better. Holy man. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Mastermind theologian. Both of them are. What's this? Arbitrary. Don't quite like that. Temperate. Alright, but cool. We could have Gilla Christ. Are you good at anything else? Not really. Wow. You really are a man of peace. Look at that for Marshall. Pooh. But anyway, you are a 16, so we'll employ you. Thank you. Welcome. Here's your hat. Nice beard. Good stuff. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were improving relations. So go and improve relations. Excellent. And I think we are going to put a cut here. So that was the first episode. Obviously, bear with me. As I said, I am finding my bearings. But as it's the first episode of a new series, please do leave your comments, do leave your support, do leave your negative comments as well if you wish. Tell me what a buffoon I am. It'll only inspire me more to do better. But regardless, yeah, as it is a new series, do hit that like button if you are enjoying what you're seeing. And join in. Join in. Tell me where I should do or give me some ideas as to what to do. I love taking other people's advice and trying to butcher it as best as I can. But anyway, until the next episode, thanks for watching the first part. Stay tuned for the second. Bye-bye.